Hello boys, welcome back to another session of online biology video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 12th biology students, and this is for 22nd July 2021, as we have been discussing chapter number 4, reproductive health. And you may recollect that in our previous session we were talking about the very definition of reproductive health and what are the various steps taken by the World Health Organization, what are the steps that Government of India has been taking in terms of RCH programs as well as family planning programs, what is the need of birth control, what happens if population explosion that is taking place in our country continues, what drawbacks will have it and how to rectify it. We said that urgent need is the contraception or birth control, and in that we studied natural methods. In that natural methods we studied three: periodic abstinence, second one we studied coitus interruptus, third one we studied lactational amenorrhea. Now in this session we are going to study about the second method, that is barriers. That is barrier, as the name suggests, something that obstructs, that prevents. So the barriers prevent physical meeting of sperm from the ovum. Example: condoms, diaphragms, cervical caps and walls. So these are the various things that can prevent physical mating of the sperm with the ovum. Now let's see the first one, the condoms. It's made up of rubber or latex, latex sheath. As you are seeing in the picture, there is condom for male as well as the condom for the female. So condom for the male, it covers the penis, and condom for the female, it covers the vagina and cervix. So condoms are used just before coitus. They prevent the entry of semen into female reproductive tract. So like Nirod, the popular condom for the males. So basically this is the outside one, morphological one. And continuing, they prevent physical mating of the sperm from the ovum. And we are talking about the condoms. Why condoms are very popular? It protects the user from STDs and AIDS. This is most important, along with the prevention of the sperm meeting the egg, and it is disposable and it can be self-inserted and thereby give privacy to user. There is no need for any doctor here. And diaphragms, cervical caps and walls, they are made up of rubber and are inserted into the female reproductive tract to cover the cervix during coitus. So you can see that the diaphragm, and they block the entry of sperms through the cervix. They are reusable. And then there are creams like this, the spermicidal cream. What do you mean by spermicidal cream? As the name suggests, the cream will have certain hormones, chemical form, they kill the sperms. So jellies, as you are seeing, jellies, foams are used along with these barriers to increase their contraceptive efficiency. And continuing that, there will be something called IUDs. So IUDs are expanded intra-uterine devices. So IUDs are plastic or metal objects which are inserted by doctors in the uterus through vagina. But here remember, doctors, gynecologist is a must, doctor is a must. So these are available as non-medicated IUDs. Non-medicated means only physical, like lips loop. And copper releasing IUDs. These are chemical, like CUT, CU7, multi-load 375. And hormone releasing IUDs, that is progesterone, LNG20. And then IUDs increase phagocytosis of sperms, so it kills the sperm within the uterus, and the copper ions released by some suppress sperm motility and fertilizing capacity of the sperms. So the hormone releasing IUDs make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and the cervix hostile to the sperms. This is how the IUDs control or become contraceptives. So these are inserted by doctors, remember, it's not unlike the condoms, or nurses in the uterus through vagina, and this is only for the females. They increase phagocytosis of the sperms, they kill the sperms. IUDs are ideal method to delay pregnancy or space children. And types of IUD: non-medicated, copper releasing and hormone releasing IUDs. So here you can see this copper T-shaped one. So non-medicated IUDs, they retard sperm motility. They will make the sperms lazy. Also have spermicidal effect, like lips loop, as you are seeing here. This is lips loop. They make that the sperms lower. And then copper releasing IUDs, copper ions suppress motility and fertilizing capacity of the sperms, like CUT, CU7, multi-load 375. You can see the pictures of that T-shaped one, so copper T, then copper 7, 7-shaped, that numerical 7, and then multi-load 375, you can see here, this is the multi-load 375. All these prevent the sperm meeting the ovum. And the hormone one, they make the uterus unsuitable. See here, since it is having hormones, it will make the uterus unsuitable. Means whatever endometrium should be there, uterus, I told you in the previous chapter, endometrium gets ready, uterus gets ready in anticipation of pregnancy. So what these hormones will do, they will not make endometrium to construct it. So they will make the uterus unsuitable. Maybe the acids also will be secreted in the uterus so that the sperms will die there. So they make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and the cervix hostile to the sperms. Example, as I said, progesterone and LNG20. You can see the LNG reservoir here. This is how the LNG will be there. And then oral contraceptive next. These are physiological contraceptives used in the form of pills. These are of two types, combined pills and mini pills. Combined pills are mostly commonly used contraceptive pills which contain synthetic progesterone and estrogen to check ovulation. That means they act on ovulation only because there will be two hormones, progesterone and estrogen. Mini pills, on the other hand, contain progestin, that is progesterone-like synthetic hormone only. Hormonal pills act in 4 ways. 1. They inhibit ovulation. They inhibit motility and secretory actions of the oviduct, impairing cervix ability to allow sperm passage. 4th, alternation of uterine endometrium, making it unsuitable for transplantation. So Saheli, a new oral contraceptive pill for female, contains a non-steroidal preparation called centcroman, which is taken once in a week after an initial take of twice a week dose for 3 months. So lot of advertisements in electronic media also about Saheli. So this is very, very convenient one because it is only Sunday to Sunday. The very advertisement says Sunday to Sunday. So the female has to take 1 tablet on Sunday, and next 1 week she will be safe. She will not be getting any pregnancy. So oral administration of progesterones or progestogen estrogen combinations in the form of tablets, pills. Pills are taken daily for 21 days, starting within the first 5 days of menstrual cycle. See, starting first 5 days of menstrual cycle. After a gap of 7 days menstruation period, it should be repeated in the same pattern till the female desires to prevent contraception. They inhibit ovulation and implantation and thicken cervical mucus to prevent entry of sperms. Pills are very effective with lesser side effects. There is lesser side effect. And Saheli, as I said, is very famous. You must be seeing it in the TV also. It's a new oral contraceptive for the females. It is developed by Central Drug Research Institute, CDRI, in Lucknow. It contains non-steroidal. See, most important is non-steroidal because steroids are dangerous. They develop what we call dependency. Non-steroidal preparation. It is once a week pill with very few side effects and high contraceptive value. As I said, it is only once a week. Then Injectables. There are something which can be injected. They are called injectables. So progesterones or progesterone estrogen combination injection can be given. So these are used by females as injections or implants under the skin. We call it subcutaneous. You can see here the implant is placed underneath the skin of the arm here. So these are subdermal or subcutaneous. Their mode of action is like that of pills, and their effective periods are much longer. So these are again safe. So progestogens or progesterone estrogen combinations, IUDs, are used as emergency contraceptives within 72 hours of coitus. It avoids pregnancy due to rape or casual intercourse. So this is the use of that. And the surgical method, finally, it helps to block gamete transport and thereby prevents conception. It is very effective, but reversibility is poor. So the two, one is the vasectomy, another is the tubectomy. As you know, tubectomy, fallopian tube in female. So that fallopian tube both on left and right, it will be cut there so that the ovum and sperm will not meet. A vasectomy, vas deferens in a male is cut, and that prevents the sperm entry. So surgical methods, we call it as sterilization. And so in vasectomy, as I said, sterilization procedure in males, and in this, a small part of the vas deferens is removed or tied up through a small incision on the scrotum. You can see here there is a small cut incision both on this line, okay, and this is near the scrotum. You can see here there is placement here. And then in case of a female, sterilization procedure in females, this tubectomy, in this, a small part of the fallopian tube is removed or tied up through a small incision in the abdomen or through vagina. Here, this is the cut portion. Remember that isthmus junction we said. So in that area, both the sides. Of course, you have to remember, in case of a male, it is only one place. In case of a female, since there is a left and right fallopian tube, both the places the surgery must be done, and that should be through either abdomen or through vagina. So side effects of anti-natural contraceptive methods, what happens if there is these are taken? One is nausea, that is vomiting sensation will be there. Sometimes the female will have abdominal pain, stomach ache. There will be breakthrough bleeding, there will be a lot of blood coming out through vagina, irregular menstrual bleeding, menstrual cycle gets